to what Ally is submitting, and that is an MCAs only organization.
Well, thanks, Olive, again for having us here. What I would say is that, you know, there are a raft of issues that bedevil devolution, especially when it comes to assemblies. We feel that there is a systemic, you know, dysfunctioning of how assemblies are supposed to be run. And so that precipitated members to feel that the issues are also not well articulated. At County Assemblies Forum, which is a more, maybe a more structured approach that has been there, where I serve, is that we have delved in those matters more, in a more, the approach that is more, you know, they call it diplomatic a bit. But, you know, we've gone to these offices, we've raised the issues, but then again, there was also a clamor that members felt maybe we are not shouting enough. Maybe we are not there sticking out and raising those issues that are specifically for MCAs. And that's why the meeting happened. Having said that, the issues that were raised then, the issues that we've been raising are the same. Maybe the routes could be different, but it's MCAs for MCAs. For me, it's the bigger goal of the whole county, you know, the whole county legislative actors to help settle devolution in the way it's supposed to be. So the issues that were raised at the KICC, the issues we are raising are the same, and we keep on moving like that. But of course, there are always hiccups here and there. But the most important thing is that what is important is that devolution ought to work. And anyone who is trying to push it in that direction, however, we might disagree on the route, but at least it's trying to take us further. No, in the new constitution, everyone believes that devolution was the icing of the cake. It has done tremendous things, both in city counties and even in the rural ones. But more needs to be done, especially when it comes to safeguarding the gains and the others that could come using the legislative actors. But
what do you say to what Robert is raising, which is MCAs are not feeling, if I understood you correctly, adequately represented by the County Assemblies Forum. And I raise this because they had a raft of resolutions. And one of the things they threatened to do was to stop remitting dues to the County Assemblies Forum. Have you sat down with these MCAs, found out how can we, I mean, at least engage them on how to make them feel more a part of the whole?
Yeah, thanks. I think I should have started by saying how CAF works. CAF is an institution that envisages to take care of all the 2,237 members countrywide. That's a 1,450 plus the balance of about 800 who are nominated. That's one. Two, the 47 county assemblies. So everyone is a member of CAF if you are in the county assembly or you're an MC. Secondly, of the 2,237, there is a governing council. That's 2 members plus a speaker. That gives us about 141 members countrywide. And then there are also chapters, leadership chapters, and also special interest group chapters, the PWDs, women, and the youth. So all that gives us 150. And then from there, we get a smaller team, or which is called an executive committee. And that's why we became we are voted there. So ideally, every county assembly has its representatives. We have no control of who Nairobi sends or who Lamu wants to send in the governing council. We also have no control on how the feedback and the feed forward is supposed to happen. So I understand when members feel maybe we are not saying the same, or we are not, you know, as vocal in the counties as possible. Secondly, and more importantly, is our mandate. Our mandate is to advocate issues of common issues and voicing them. Number two, of course, members' terms and all that. Now, the issues like salaries, PACs are also very sensitive because of where the economy is. So we felt that engaging SIC directly, you know why you pick it? You pick it so that you're brought to the table. So if you get to the table, then there's no point of, you know, going and rabble-rousing. So we've raised those issues. We've been heard. The last circular that SRC did, we challenged it. They asked us to ask for a review and give them a different job description, because you can shout as much as you can, but at the end of the day, it's a document that is going to be, you know, going to be scientifically be looked at to be evaluated for you to be graded or regraded. So the push for me, and I take it by the way very positively, was to, you know, make Olivier and your crew understand, hey, we are here, you know. But at the end of the day, the backroom staff of the documentation, the negotiations needed to happen. I mean, and it's not only here. You never see doctors or teachers, you know. First and foremost is the document route. Once the CBAs, the collective bargaining agreements, are not working, then you can see people picketing. So it's the same thing. Again, we came into office in December. We've been barely there for about 4 months. So it's also a stretch. I understand. I'm also a member. It's also a stretch to have done all these things within that short period of time. But there's, you know, a lot of progress to that direction. But again, let me emphasize that for me, the issue is not about the sibling rivalry, so to speak. Mm-hmm. For me is, what are these issues and how are they benefiting cumulatively to the Mwananchi and to the growth of devolution? Okay. Because at the end of the day, if you were to be well remunerated, so that what happens? So that, of course, you're able to oversight and check government well, so that activities and oversight can happen to the executive, so that Mwananchi can get the benefits of devolution.
All right, and we get into the details now, and Alai,